Hey y'all, it's D. Welcome back to Danganronpa. Wow, that hurt. Oh my god. I just like slammed my teeth together while I was doing that that intro rather. That was awful. This is a great start. I'm leaving this all in. So last time we left off, Shibishi, what was her name? Chihiro. I said Shibishi. Where's Shibishi? She isn't here yet. She's coming. Chihiro got, like, a manicure done. That's all that happened. And we were following him around to find out why she got a manicure. And now we're here. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in a library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Alright, is it in here? I remember on the other side of this door. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. It's just a big poster that says Toko is Genocide Jack, and it's like, oh! So what did you want me to see? That's what Makoto would say. Whoa, there's so many books and files! And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Alright, what the fuck does that mean, though? Byakuya, there's a wooden box. It's empty. Detective Makoto Naegi. Professor Makoto Naegi. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Not gonna bring up why he was using it? Last we saw, he was only reading books. He was definitely not Did he strangle somebody with the extension cord? Okay. Where are we going? Look at this Pixar-ass lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Why'd it act like that was so fucking shocking? Oh yeah, it's the same. Oh, that's why he needed the extension cord. The same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Did she finally join? Shibishi is here! Think to the stream, Shibishi. Rewind a little bit and you'll, like, towards the beginning, and you'll see that I think I called Chihiro. Yeah, I called Chihiro Shibishi, I think. It was funny. But, also, the episode of your fan art, the episode of Bloodborne with your fan art was just published a few minutes before I started this live stream, so if you want to see that, that's up too. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It's my fucking lamp. We're together. We're an object. She's an object, I'm a human, and we're fucking. What of it? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. I got a Monokuma coin! Nice! This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
I looked down at the file. It says Toko was Genocide Jack. I'm like, why? That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at that. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. I would have read it. Is that a file on how JFK got killed? Is that the answer behind the Zapruder film? There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous! They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? If I remember correctly, the Diet is like the government in Japan. Because I think in Persona 5 you had to go to the Diet Building, and that's like where the president was. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Well, go back live, Saibishi. You don't have to stay rewound. Go back live. Jump ahead so that we can talk. No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Also, that would insinuate that you've already read it, thus meaning that you are okay with being killed, I guess? I don't know. Am I? I'll just let that go for now. Okay, him. Oh, there's something over here. What is it? There's something over there. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. There's something right here. Ha! There's even a surveillance camera here. Not even a Monokuma coin for that? Come on, that shit was... Okay, I guess I could've... Okay. I guess it's right here. I was gonna say that shit's way too hidden for there not to be anything. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Is it fucking behind you, you... you douche? There's a ton of thick files stuck into a bookshelf. I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. Why are all of these in our high school? Why are all of these in our high school? Why? It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. I already looked through them all. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Why are these in a fucking high school? Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of things you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. Wasn't he the one that told us not to go in here? The douche? It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, they're just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps... I mean, that would be a fucking lot of power, just to be like, hey, the documents that you have about JFK being assassinated by, Ted Cruz, yeah, leave those in our high school. Our students won't touch them, I promise. They'll never even touch the room. They won't even think about it. They're just teenage kids. They're not curious. The mastermind may have wanted us to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. What? Wow, this episode was a lot about books. I guess I picked a not awful title. I'm using the voice. I'm using the voice just to talk. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? How about you? Can you believe it? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But that makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? I said that wrong, but you get the gist. The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Even the ones that you said don't touch if you want to die? Hold on a second, you saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? I skipped too fast, but... My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Filled with all of our murders. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as sussy. Huh? Members of the Takami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. The family is a member. My family! His family! The family of families! And I have within me the bloodline that allow me to one day bend the world at my will. Yeah, that's that's healthy thinking. That's sanity. That's pure sanity you got going on there, Byakuya. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. I mean, actual mastermind's trying to murder you. Byakuya just knows a lot of stuff, like he's seen some shit. I don't know about all that. What always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. You know, the one where the killer is still running around. My mom and sister asked me if I wanted to watch Unsolved Mysteries. And I was like, why would I want to see a mystery that hasn't been solved? Just like, oh yeah, all this evidence, and also, the killer's still out there. Okay, good night, everybody. Reading through these reports have always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. I was 5-year-old and I was like, I bet this one was killed by Macaulay Culkin, Daddy, and he was like, you're right, son. It's excellent mental exercise. I solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And, among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from Michelle.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are 2 notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the own victim's blood on the wall, I think he said at some point. And the second is that the victims that are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. But what does that have to do with Chihiro? It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro! Professor Naegi. Save your surprise, the best yard has yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you call Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspension? Professor Naegi!
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Gah!
In other words...
That's right. There's evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. That Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us. That such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us. 1, don't say those 2 words next to each other. Don't. That's not allowed. Don't say that. No. And second off, That's not just me. There's a lot of things in this game that are worded really, really weirdly.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Can I beg? I want to beg. I have to talk to him.
That's fine.
Oh! Okay. I thought it was... Because I pressed triangle to talk about the purple thing. I thought I just had to skip past to where that purple thing was and press X instead and see what else he had to say. Okay. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it, with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. That one in the lower left is kind of looking a bit like Taka, but not. I know it's not, but it kind of looks like him. The name of Genocide Jack's victims ran on several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tenshiro Honda, 17, Soji Gaku, 23, Kano Icy, 14. Damn, that's young. I mean, 17 is young too. All of this is young. People shouldn't be murdered. There we go. Also, ew, it's all scissors. Ew, that would hurt so bad. And also, ew. Komatsuna, Komatsu Taro, Takifumi Gono, Uchiata Nahisha, okay, Takeshi Masumane, Yudo Yumajima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at every scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. But it was with scissors. It was clear right there that it was with scissors. And there are scissors in this school, so if Genocide Jack really had done it, it's not Genocide Jack. That's our twist right there. It's not Genocide Jack, because if they had scissors, they would have done it the scissors way. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page, it just says Toko is Genocide Jack. But what does it mean? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness had never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Yep, I said it! I called it! Hey, look at the new pair of scissors I got! Yeah. Yeah. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV, or you know in real life, where it started. It didn't start on TV, Makoto Naegi, Professor Makoto Naegi. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't feel like my mind has gone numb. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb, rather. Genocide Jack case file, yay, that's fun. Let me fix my mic. There we go.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh wait, Byakuya! I wonder if I'm pronouncing that name right. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried to the library to catch up. Man, my cord is getting fucked up. And up. Okay, I had to fix the mic. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that.
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough your annoying miss... Okay. I was trying to lean back and do it, but I want to be able to get comfortable while I stream. I feel like that's slightly important. But I guess the mic stand is coming. It's coming. Eventually. Having my mic suspended in the air in front of me is going to be a lot better than my mic, you know, twisting. Twisting away from my face. Okay. Now let's put you down here. Move. Oh! I'll let you guess which part is getting taken out in my video. Of the VOD, rather. Okay. And let me just tighten this. That's the wrong direction to tighten it. There we go. Alright, am I being heard? The computer's audio isn't working because this computer sucks. So just tell me if I'm not being heard. Okay. This music reminds me of Deadly Premonition. You know, the best game ever made. Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything being tossed around. And that's because I was. I was a plaything being tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Because he was using me as a plaything, tossing me around like a plaything, being used. That's what I was at that current point in time. I was a plaything, being used and tossed around. Whoops. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. Yeah, he. That murderous fiend. Yeah, he. is one of us! Egad, nobody could have figured that out, seeing that we're the only kids here. Seeing that we're the only ones here. But who is it? I have to find out, no matter what it takes. Anything. I will do literally anything. I'd kill for... Okay, maybe not that. I'm trying to fix my pillow. I'm trying to fix everything. This video will be a little bit longer because I keep on having to fix everything. I see that there's a new chat, and I will have to read that. Nope, there isn't a new chat. I'm just being stupid. Alright. Get back to live, damn it. Okay. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go. Investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. I guess Deadly Premonition is technically a game about a detective. The best game ever made ever. Deadly Premonition. You know, everybody loves that game. And it's because it's the best ever made. That's what Deadly Premonition is. They remade it for Switch, and I actually kind of wonder if they did anything with it, or if it's just as bad as it was.
Ding, ding, ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
I feel another stat increase for me. Evidence, what did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet, but I guarantee that I found what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
She refused to tell me. Ha!
Which one is Ludenberg? I take it it's Kyoko, because she's the only one I don't have a last name written down for, because I forgot to put her on the poster.
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right?
Okay, so where's Celeste now? Oh, it's Celeste. Oh yeah, Celeste doesn't have a last name either, because I just wrote Celeste, not her real name.
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? I think you said... Though, like, by where... Wait. Can I check the log still while I'm outside conversation? Okay. Warehouse by the dorms. Does he mean... I thought he said warehouse, but warehouse isn't really the right words. I take it he means the closet with all the food stuff kept in it. Kyoko, hit me with it. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well...
Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But...
So then...
Before I go, let me give you a piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye. That's
it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Man, I'm doing awful today. I'll make it a little bit longer. I'll get through the class trial. I'll regret saying that, but I'll get through the class trial again. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to truth bullets. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in the kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Uh-oh. It's the extension cord. Wait, so then it isn't rope at all! But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury, the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's an issue of her being suspected and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack case file one more time. Well, I have to go all the way back there? I mean, I guess it's just around the corner. But still, we're Bloodlust. I think I've seen everything else here. Is that really where I need to go? Okay, wait. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay. So it's telling me to go back to that room in the library. What? The door leads out to the pool. Oh. I need to press circle. Ha! What? Still more I need to check. Alright, I'm down with talking to Mondo. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk, right? I think he said this last time. What am I missing? Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like kind of... Don't go through all of it again. There's blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. There's a big blood stain on the dumbbell on the floor. The Monokuma file said the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. The dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. So then... I think I've seen everything. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but The big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too! Yay! There's a dead body over there, yay! A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like that. Actually, yeah. That was probably the smartest thing Makoto has said this entire game. I guess like a school isn't really the kind of place you'd be seeing that kind of poster. Leave the girls' locker room? Okay, I guess I had to look at that poster, or one of the several other things I had. Alright, goodbye. I'm sure there must still be more left waiting for me to discover. Do I have to go in the boys' locker room now? Okay. Man, this place is a lot less filled with dead people. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. And in the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted... You have to bring that up every single time, huh? Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker rooms. I take it that he... Still might be more to find, okay. Uh-oh. What's the shit stain on the carpet? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet. That'll be important for something. Really looks like a shit stain, but alright. Okay. And go talk to Sakura. Sakura is the one I'd assume has been here the most. Or Aoi. Either Sakura or Aoi. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
I use it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down the glass of it after exercising. You know, it's just whatever. Anyway, the other day I spilled some coffee on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
A stain? Oh. So they really did switch some stuff around, which is weird. Maybe they were going to switch it back so that they could try and pin it on a guy and say that a guy did it. That's my guess, but I can't really think of many good reasons as to why that would be happening.
But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly,
I said that.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if it were never a stain here to begin with.
Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullets. Who joined the stream? Scroll. I am scrolling. How dare you ask me to scroll? I am scrolling. You just said Ludenberg is Celeste. I see that. He said Celeste's name afterwards. Anyway. Leave the girls' locker room. It probably wants me to talk to Aoi now. Leave the area. I should probably... well, wait, let me go in here and see the extension cord is missing and look at that file again. And then I need to talk to Aoi, who I think is still over by Toko's room. Is he not here anymore? Okay. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. You told me to come back here! Whatever. Whatever. Why did I just do that? I should just be opening my map and fast traveling. Which, if the... I think this game was originally for PS Vita. And if it didn't have the fast travel before, God rest your soul. What, are you not gonna let me... Not gonna let me fast travel? Does it not let me fast travel during investigations? Because that's kinda lame. Lame. Okay, fine. Get me out of here. Still more I need to check. Wait, what? There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Okay. I think I want to look at the lamp. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it definitely was on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. Put 2 and 2 together, Makoto, for the love of God. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp has been added to your truth bullets. Wow. Really more? Really? Still more to see here? Alright. Mastermind killing game. Blah, blah, blah. Serious issues. If there's any connection between that and what's happening to us now. The mastermind's motive, if we can figure that out, and they would want to imprison us all here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Okay, that wasn't important. Does that say loan on it? Maybe I said that before, but that's weird. That's weird that it says loan. The shelf is stacked high with books on it. Can I leave now? Still more, I need to check. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. What the hell? I've checked basically everything other than the TV screen that I know isn't going to say anything, and the camera that I know isn't going to say anything. The computer's gone. There was a computer on this desk, and that's gone. But we're not going to say anything about that. Now that I looked at the lamp, do I have to re-look at the extension cord, and then I'll click for him? One box is empty. Or do I have to look at this lamp? The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed it, that one thing from... Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. Okay! It sure is dark over there. Wow. It's like poetry. I want to take another look. Okay. I know it was around here somewhere. Oh, it's gone! Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but yeah, Byakuya. Okay. That's what we needed to see. And I assumed that Byakuya took it with him. Because, you know, it's important evidence. Can I fast travel now? Because I think it wasn't letting me... Okay. Whoops. I think it wasn't letting me fast travel before because I was in the fucking place and it didn't want me to move. Okay. Let's go talk to our friend who's over here, I'd assume. Oh no. Where's Toko's room? Where's Toko's room? That's Hifumi. Poor Hifumi is just over there alone. Are you in here? Lucina's room. I doubt there's any clues in there. I want to ring the doorbell and talk to her. I want to talk to her. She was in the locker room. Okay. Let's use the map and figure out where she is then. Okay, she's in the cafeteria. That's not bad. Fine. Whatever. That's my fault, I guess. Yeah, because you're saying so many important things, Saibishi. Hina! What the fuck? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. I want that on a plaque on my wall. I want a poster that says that exact quote. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. The word regret is an English word that I know in my English word dictionary that I read often. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Me! I gave her a rose! Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with any of the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. And it wasn't just us either. It was just like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex? But like totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? So she's a lesbian, is what I'm getting from it, right? Is that what I'm to assume? Who's my favorite who's not dead? It was Chihiro now, wasn't it? Let me look at my list. We got Aoi, we got Chihiro, Kyoko, Hifumi. Hifumi's the funniest. It might be Kyoko and it might be Mondo. Which I don't even think I've spent time with Kyoko, so I probably should. You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Aoi's account has been added. In the area, yes. What else should I think he said to go to the warehouse, rather. Open for me! Hello, Celeste. You're very terrifying. Celeste, what are you doing here, alone, in this dank room with nothing but food supply? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. You know, friends, family, a bathroom. It has all of those things. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well. I will tell you and only
Actually.
you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? That's like really fucking big evidence, Celeste.
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, she's talking.
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed her jacket into the bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. What accent did I just fucking do? And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear that she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. No, Celeste, she didn't deserve to die because she wanted to exercise without people seeing her. She did not need to die for that. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro's carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's count has been added. Ding dong bing bong. Oh, that's the last of the evidence. It's time for a case, baby. How long have we been going?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Yes, indeed.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Well, I didn't remember. I mean, I did remember. I did. You didn't have to tell me. I totally knew that. I did remember, by the way. I feel this in a lot of anime games, even in Persona, my favorite game. They have a tendency of just explaining things, over-explaining things, where it's just like, alright, I got it. Alright, I got it. Alright, I got it. I had this a few times in this game. I had that quite a few times in Persona 5. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a Japan thing. Or maybe it's like a translation thing where they just wanted to make sure that you didn't get confused because of the translation. I don't know. It's about to begin. The red door is right through here. The red door is right in front of me. The red door. Wait, can I do that again? I want that screen to shake again. Damn it. The red door is shaking vigorously in front of me. I'm walking through the red door. Oh my goodness, people!
Ahem. So is everybody ready or what? Or am I blind? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is?
You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and grab her drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like that, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Damn it, I really wanted to see him actually dragging, like, Toko by the leg, just a teddy bear. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. Oh, he forced me. I can't believe he dragged a girl around.
Terrible, you're terrible. Whew. So now everybody's here, right? Okay then, hustle to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Toko, to be exact. I mean, they even just kind of gave it away by Monokuma saying, you know,
she's important, because she's the one who killed the... She's the murderer. She's Genocide Jet.
Someone standing right here. Could it by any chance be Toko? Ah, good talk.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? There was something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Maybe she's upset she's about to get murdered. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one. Yes, you were. I have your account. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. You know your life is on the line too, Byakuya, but alright, I'll carry this one, no pressure.
How very sad.
Inhaling spit again.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
Well, let's talk to Taka. Oh my goodness. I need to stop doing that. I don't know why the killer did this, or what. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Just as always prepares. Right, bro? Mondo, not gonna say anything to your bro there. Can you save the cat? The cat is unsavable by the person who actually runs the stream. It's written in the rules of cat saving. So sorry, but no, I personally cannot save the cat, even if I wanted to. You ready? We doing this? In fact, I am. Let's do it. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Like, why did Toko do it? The steel box with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, to continue to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Where are we?
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? So exciting!
Don't waste our time with your stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. No, not at all. Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
Thrills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Yes, please, actually. There you go. Okay, wait. I can't save the cat because I'm the stream creator. You just killed a cat for no reason. Set skills. Let's see. Ouch. Increases time limit for each phase. Effective during class trial. Cost 3 SP. I have the robot jock. Increases your truth bullet fire rate. Effective during non-stop debate and the bullet time battle class. Okay. Melodious voice, increased damage to the opponent. Oh, wait. Okay, that is effective. Increases damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. Allows you to reload 2 bullets as once. Effective during bullet time battle. What does that mean? So wait, can I just have 2 pieces of evidence loaded in, so if they say something about one or the other, I'll take that. I might have 2 left. Increase the influence rage by 2. Okay. I think we're finished with the preparations. Let the class trial begin.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
It was the weight. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Instead of all this drama. Yeah, locker room dumbbell, that's what it was.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Wait. How do I fire? I need to see how I fire. Aim. Silencer. Is that... Fire truth bullet. Okay.
Appears it was a head wound.
That it was.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What? You think so? You have some proof that contradicts what I said? But he said what kind of blunt instrument? The fucking... Wait!
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a...
Crap, how do I... Wait. One more time. Where's the fast forward? Fast forward argument. Okay.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could... I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope. I pressed the wrong button. No.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I know what it was. It was the weight.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell?
The dumbbell.
Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
What? You wanted us to not look at the body? We didn't want to, but we kind of need to figure out who the fuck done it.
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although
it was Toko.
I believe
Okay,
the
case
criminal
closed.
behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
I expected as much. And who is that? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element's been added. Yeah, absolutely, I guess. There's debate. Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep these white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. I don't think it is. I think it's set to normal. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well, then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So, silencer, white noise. I'll see what the white noise is. It's that Jack case file. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on!
I'm
There's
focusing
just
so
no
hard.
proof for it.
Yes, there is. Oh, no.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The thing Bianca said showed me in the archive. One look at that would show whatever. It shows what the time worked. Genocide Jack did.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why?
What makes it
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
Ha!
No, that's wrong.
Gotcha that time.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
And I don't have it. It was missing when I went back to look for it.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Mm-hmm.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
What did you do, Byakuya? I was taking a drink of water.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
That's it. You got it, Hifumi. You even used your sexy voice for it, too.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Fucking wrong, Allie.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. I don't know! I need to... Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it had to do with the victim, how they're positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
That means that it was actually Genocide Jack. Whoa!
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Wow, he just came right out and said it. I'm all down with that, though.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Alright, I'm down. I agree.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Toko.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Multi-personality disorder.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. I was trying to see, but it looks like there's like a line through the screen. I don't know if that's like an art. I don't know. Forget it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman Gambit. Okay. What? Wait. What? Wait, what am I spelling? It has an H and I? What? I'm sorry? I know. Okay, last time was obvious because... Okay, wait. Can I open... No, I can't open my... I want to see what we were talking about. I want to keep on reading over what we were talking about. Are there any names that have an H and I? What were we just talking about? Wait, rewind. I'm recording. Rewind the video. What were we talking about before that? What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also the answer is not that she's just one person, but multiple people, right? So wait, it wants me to say like... What does it want me to say? If you shoot the wrong letters during Hangman Gambit, you'll take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll fail the case. Press the R1, you can concentrate and slow down. I want... Oh! No. Oh, that's it, Chihiro. It's not Chihiro. What the fuck? What does it want me to spell? Hold on. No, don't tell me about the silencer again. Outline specifics, blah blah blah. Saibishi, help! However, Chihiro... In fact, it's Toko. Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko. Another riddle. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Right! Multi-personality disorder is what I'd call that. A. No. S. I. C. Shiz. C. I. C. T. B. I. Oh, wait, I'm hitting them. Oh, schizo. It wants me to spell schizo.
Understand?
Not a real word. It took me up until the final letter, but like, where were you on that one, Saibishi? Is it because Genocide Jack has split personality?
I think I read that some thought that the suspect might have dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have split personality is behavior.
Started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. Corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Hold on. Hopefully I'm not out of sync. What the hell? Error occurred. Hold up. She fainted when she woke up. I play Danganronpa. I just can't. Because I can't go back to it. Wait. Is it working? You know, to tell me if everything's okay. I need to fix my audio real quick so I can actually tell if I'm in sync or not. Okay, yes. If I'm in sync or not. Whoops. Apply, yes. Alright. Okay, yes. Alright. We seem to be fine. I don't know where Saibishi is. But I think we're fine. I'll edit that out. Sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hit her head real hard when she fainted. The back and top and ending and bottom. See it through the web of lies. This is quite concerning.
The melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yeah.
Don't go assigning adjectives to...
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and was utterly calm. In other words, within her blood, and one that obviously...
Rune. It's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let that Genocide Jack have control. I'll trust Fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other...
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend.
Sorry, episode crashed. I didn't continue though. Hopefully this is where you left off. Hopefully to God, this is where you left off.
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
No!
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Go ahead, lie to them.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Ha! Ha ha ha! You should have known. Byakuya is an asshole.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Hope is the last thing to lose. Never lose hope. Roll with the punches. Rolling with punches, that's kind of my channel slogan. Roll with the punches.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack take control ever again. Yeah, it just looked a little bit too obvious this round.
You would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried! I swear I tried to control it, but...
Obviously not very fucking hard.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! Great things to be saying to her before she dies, Byakuya.
I hate you!
Reasonable.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean...
Let him out, bud. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yes. What the heck?
Yeah, indeed.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
You got a long tongue.
What the fuck is this?
I'm kind of feeling the same way as Mondo.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
It's so weird. I mean, I don't hate it, but like, it kind of just feels played out. It just kind of feels eh.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
It would have been cooler if, one, they didn't give it away right away by having her say, we have a promise, and also she won't let Genocide Jack back out. You know, two very obvious things that led me to believe that she was Genocide Jack. And second off, if they would have, like, dropped a few hints before, like in Chapter 1, like, oh, she's acting a little bit different right now. Or like, oh, I think I heard her muttering to herself, or like something like that. And just like a few more drops of, just, they could have done a little bit more with this, instead of just making it, now that that girl died, all of a sudden she has a split personality.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is bullshit.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
No, she's not.
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Yeah, she is pretty creepazoid-esque.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
They sure did.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Yeah! So you're gonna kill her, right, Monokuma?
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
I wonder if they're actually going to let... I wonder when Monokuma actually executes her. Because the case is over. She's guilty. But, I wonder when she actually executes her if she'll be Toko or if she'll be Genocide Jill.
Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Yeah, that's enough to convince me. I don't think anybody else is asking questions, are we?
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
That secret being that she is Genocide Jack.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
So really, it was either kill somebody or be fucked forever.
So she had a
It
very
was a
clear
lose-lose
motive
situation.
to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
But I also can't think that she would lie about something like that. If she did kill her, then she'd definitely be taking credit for it and definitely be proud of it.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get more details about all this. Let's shoot more bullets at our friends. Hell yeah, let's do it. Status of dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, I just had to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. But that should prove that she said she isn't quite. What?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You're wrong.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi.
When you compare the modus operandi matches, what more proof do we need?
Okay.
Give it
Alright, alright.
You killed her.
Alright, I got it, I got it.
But I didn't kill it.
You say that, but do you
What?
really expect...
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi.
When you compare the modus operandi matches...
No, that's wrong.
Oh wait, it is wrong. Because...
Are the
Aha!
methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
So wait. Does that mean... Oh shit! Was it Byakuya? Was it Byakuya? He got told that secret and then he used that secret in order to frame her, knowing that she was Genocide Jack.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Scissors.
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Scissors.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using Ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Wow, are those American brands? I don't know, maybe those are in Japan. I don't know.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's a clear difference between the murders and the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases. The victim's fatal injury.
Got it!
It's the scissors.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
That they were.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Man, you're weird.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Can you please?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. And the photos of the other genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference when she was suspended. Can't say for sure, but I think when they were suspended it's different. What do you mean? I mean, in one case the victim was suspended before death, and in the other it was after death. You can't really tell that by looking at the body. You can really tell that by looking at the body? Wow, it's amazing. I'm not gonna try and give her a where'd she get those from? Toko! Why do you have those? As if! Don't go around making crap up. She's right. I don't think you can determine the timing simply by looking at the body. Looks like I just embarrassed myself again. That's right. Second difference is relating to how she was suspended. What she was used to what was used to suspend her. Okay, if I would have just read one more down, I would have gotten it right.
What the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Oh my god, it was the extension cord.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
You know, the ones that she just pulled out of thin air.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
No, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna start calling him Big Mac too.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They're guys. I actually didn't notice that either. Yeah, every other one of the victims were guys.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Lolly means little, right? There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, you'll notice I think I figured it out, because Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
A penis. Ken Harada, 32. Tenshiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Text message from my phone. What's my text message say? Nothing! Komasuna, Taro, Takifumi, Gono, Uchi,
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Oh, so she does it for, like, sexual pleasure. So you're really weird. Even weirder than just like an average murderer. You kill them because you find them cute.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
You didn't really have to say that, Taka. You didn't. Nobody asked you to say that. I don't even think they told you in the studio to say that. The voice actor didn't have to say that.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
Toko really, really likes ramen. Or, well, I guess she just really likes food in general.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order...
Quiet, lolly car!
Man, so we were really... He even had me fooled. I was really just dead set on, yeah, let's kill Toko. But it was really him.
Lowly, curt.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
does make some amount of sense.
Kinda, I guess, maybe.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
She just pulled them out of her ass, dude.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
Uh-huh. Yeah, she already pulled them out earlier, though, so it's not really that big of a dun-dun-dun.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Sure can.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
I don't know.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I mean, not innocent, but of this specific murder, yes. She's innocent.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
The police and Byakuya.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who have copied the genocide cat Jack Bubba. Select someone. Let's all just say goodbye to our good friend Byakuya, shall we?
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
Man, his lack of saying anything kind of doesn't help.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
See, I have to give him a round of applause for this. I kind of do, because I mean it makes up for the fact that they so easily gave away that she was Genocide Jack. It's because he wanted us to quickly know if it was Genocide Jack. They fixed it.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
You would, Hifumi.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
We didn't know she was dead yet. That would be my main thing to call it strange. There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. New element has been had in non-stop debates, absolutely. Next, we're going to add something called Truth Flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize the weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once at a single truth bullet. What? If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, It might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? You'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? Wow, fuck you, Danganronpa. In this flashback, though, I will say that if you don't use the flashback, you won't be refuting it. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make my argument, I guess. Monokuma File 2. So that's just describing how she died.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it!
No.
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
No, not me,
the
no.
victim was Chihiro, who was...
No, that's wrong!
We didn't know she was dead.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see.
Yeah, because there are multiple people
That's
missing.
a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've gotten cornered and he's acting like it has nothing to do
What's
with
the
him.
matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible for is hidden there? What could it be? Make your argument. Library desk lamp. Okay, that seems important.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
Extension
was
cord.
some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Yes.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No!
Obviously, somebody
No!
else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I know.
What? The difference between the case... You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same... But, Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Gotcha.
No, that's wrong.
You had
Actually,
it with the
I'm
lamp.
pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Uh-huh.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
No other possibilities. There are, but that is correct.
That's really what you think? I intentionally...
Whoa. That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote the bloody message. Intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yes, he's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he was not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
I don't know why that one got me. Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Jiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. But does that mean? Can I really just accept that what Byakuya said as the truth? Oh, that's why they switched everything around. Ah. Alright, it's because he killed her in the boys' locker room because that's the only place he could get into with his key card. And then got blood on everything, so then he switched the posters around. No, I don't think so. The scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Heard that one before.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yep, the rug, the poster, and then you use the blood to write on the wall after you moved everything.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
MTP277, get into the chat and save the cat. Hey Byakuya, did you just take off your guard? Did I just take you off your guard? When the story suddenly moved into the crime scene, Byakuya who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. The coffee team, the coffee spill, and the poster. There's something to switch between the rooms. Percent key item? No. First I have to prove the scenes were switched. Huh? There. Disappearing stamp. That's your proof? Sorry, but you're ridiculously wrong. That's not the best you got, is it? Now's the time to show me your best reasoning. What? But that's the locker room posters.
I got it!
Okay, I guess it wanted to hear that one
she
first.
Was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
He said the word.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile,
okay,
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. Right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
In fact, it does. That's kind of the case here, isn't it? Keep up, Celeste.
But why would anyone do that?
Oh boy, I wonder.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime. The blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Ha! I figured you out, Buakiyaka!
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
I don't know, because you wanted to? Fuck off, Celeste.
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Because of the keycards. Because of the keycards. Because of the keycards.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
So that would mean Byakuya would have to have gone and gotten her. That would mean that Byakuya grabbed one of the other, turned off, I'd assume Sayaka's keycard, went into the room, got her. I don't know if he knocked her out or if he just grabbed her. All the rooms are soundproof, so I guess there really wasn't a point in knocking her out. But they grabbed her and then brought her into the boys' locker room, killed her there, and then brought her back into the girls' locker room so that it looked like that it was Toko. Is that what I'm to gain from this?
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
I really want to hear Yasuhiro's answer. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? No. Broken e-handbook. Yep.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Nope. That was false.
Shoot!
Just made an idiot of myself. I do that often.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
But why would she?
No,
Everybody was
I don't
asleep.
think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh?
Huh? What thing?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Saibishi is not a bot. And also, can we just talk about how this is like, I think this is the most people I've had watching simultaneously. So, thank you all for joining me on this class trial to figure out that Byakuya killed Chihiro.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
You just really wanted him to kill somebody, didn't you?
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
And that's honestly kind of good design on your part, Monokuma.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
then that would mean that somebody went into the girls' locker room, got her, and brought her into the boys' locker room. Come on.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
No.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Just want all the chat to know that if the stream crashes, it's because its D is downloading hentai. No need to say. Dang it! You caught me! That's right. That's why my streams keep on crashing. It's my terabytes of hentai that are constantly coming in. Oh man. Why'd you tell them? Why'd you tell them, MPTP77? Why? Matt Pat the Pat? Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
she's way smarter than you, Mondo. I mean, just give the woman a chance, shall we?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Whoa, that's different.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
I'm pausing the trial to show them something. I feel like you were there for that part.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Yay!
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yes. Shall we? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was, I take it, the locker room? Yeah.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully?
No!
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Yeah, you know what? Good for you, Taka.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Yay, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
That's not sexist at all.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Sakura's a good person. Sakura's never going to kill anybody. I'm telling you that for a fact right this second. Sakura's just a good-hearted person.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
She's just like, it's okay. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Oh god, I hope it's not what I think it is.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
I have a feeling.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Oh. Is she transgender?
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Yeah. Oh boy. So that's why Chihiro was so shy. Oh, I feel even more bad now. That's why Chihiro was so shy, because she was transgender and she couldn't exercise with the girls because she couldn't get into the locker room.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
That's so sad. Chihiro was best girl.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Can I get Sakura in the next Tekken game, by the way? The next Soul Calibur? I want Sakura in a fighting game.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Yeah, what?
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh, too bad, you psychopathic murderer.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
That explains basically everything.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Aw, I feel so bad for her.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Genocide is not the best girl. In fact, Genocide is a genocidal maniac, hence the name.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
So, I take it that Chihiro was transgender. Because she never corrected anybody. It wasn't just cross-dressing. She never corrected anybody when they called her a girl. Everybody called her a girl. She got a girl's room. Well, actually, no, I'm sure she didn't get a girl's room.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think Chihiro was to think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Yeah, my theory was sound, but that kind of explains it. He was already in the boys' locker room, then Byakuya walked in, saw him, her, they, them, and saw a perfect opening to frame Genocide Jack for a murder.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Monokuma just said he knew that from the very beginning. Stop trying to save face.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
It was cross-dressing? What makes you say that? She never denied. It isn't just that it wanted to be a girl. The she wanted to be a girl. He, she, they, them. He, them. He, be. He, him. Alright, so then it was just a cross-dresser. Fine, whatever. Fine.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
I know you two have played the game. That's why I ended up saying that it was just a cross-dresser, because I'm sure it talks about Chihiro more, and also why he did that. So, yes, I'm sure that's why I believe you. I get that you two have played the game.
Well, I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Don't say titillating. Please don't, Genocide Jill.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Yeah, and what of it? Chihiro is still my waifu.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
Yay!
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I'm sorry.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first
Yeah,
place?
wait, who else could have killed him?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Do any of these characters carry over into version 2 and 3 of Danganronpa? Obviously don't tell me who. Just tell me yes or no, do they? I'm just very curious about that.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
Yeah, are you? What's happening right now? This trial just took a hard left turn.
No, I am not effing with you right now.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why?
Yeah.
Why do you do that to his body?
Why? Why?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
No. No, I want to know why you touched the dead body and tampered with evidence.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
3 of them appear in Danganronpa 2. That's interesting. Because I am interested in Danganronpa 2. I don't know if I'll stream that one, but I am definitely interested in it.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use it their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I got one.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
It was
Even
Celeste.
that
She saw
might
her
be
in
enough
the
for
room.
now.
Yeah.
Him.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
What? That is new info. come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird is going on.
Shoot!
What the hell?
Isn't there a single clue that, well, did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the... Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right...
It's over. It's all over.
Yeah, sure is.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only...
Yeah, no.
No, that's wrong.
Celeste saw her. Celeste saw her in the warehouse before.
I believe
with the
someone else
duffel bag.
did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
It wasn't Hifumi, was it?
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
I think that there was some love going on in this school.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because he couldn't, because he was a guy.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
Yeah, huh?
You know who the killer is.
Who?
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
It was the Cookie Monster.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
You're looking a bit sweaty there, Hifumi. But Hifumi was very shocked when he found out that Chihiro was a guy.
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
I know what Kyoko's ultimate is for the people in the comments. It was spoiled for me when I was trying to figure out how to get the good ending, which I have the A Man's Desire item, so which, from what I've read, gives me the good ending.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The jacket was blue.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
It was a blue one.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about who the killer is? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Alright, another bullet time. What's it called? Non-stop debate. Celeste's account. Again.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading.
Yeah.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
What?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Exercise. What are you talking about? I didn't. I thought that was going to come in handy. It didn't.
We know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go. So next we have to ask, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that. It matched the one
Wait,
the culprit was wearing.
So, what? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Wait.
No, that's wrong.
She never said it was blue. Oh no! Wait, Mondo's
Hold
the
on
killer.
a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
I think it's Mondo, because nobody told him that nobody told him the tracksuit was blue. He just said that. Oh, I liked Mondo.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's,
The jacket's color. Yep. Never said shit about the jacket's color.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It was blue.
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
Blue. Yep.
And
No,
before we
not
began the trial,
Mondo.
Did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Mondo killed her, him, them, hey.
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, it's all been destroyed. It's gone. It's not here. Oh no.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Oh, is that what she's calling Chihiro? Oh, Genocide Jill. You are a character.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Were you in love? Wait. Was he in love with her and then found out her secret, got angry, and killed her?
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
I'm really glad I didn't cross Toko off my list yesterday, because I really was close to doing that.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
He was baby.
That's a good question.
The way he was acting. Wait, am I answering for her right now? Wait, am I controlling Kyoko right now? Because I hate him. No. The way he was acting, the way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
She a smart girl.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you?
I kind of don't like that, because there was absolutely no evidence pointing to it being him other than him just now saying... Other than, he said dude, and him just now saying it's a blue jacket. Which, of course, kind of gives it away, but it was a very, like, last-second change of pace.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that!
Yeah!
This is a false
He's only the
accusation.
leader of every biker gang in Japan!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
False.
My time has nearly come.
Is he a voice actor from somebody else?
That's
from
what
somewhere
my
else,
little
right?
ghost friend is telling me.
Whoa, my controller fell.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Tell me anyways.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro, right? Her e-handbook is missing.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do they break after you kill someone?
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? By hacking it, by exploiting a bug, by hitting its weak
I
point.
got it!
It has
You
a
already
weak point.
told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
I mean, it was pretty fucking important, Monokuma.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, you told us it and we took it as evidence, bud. It's a murder scene.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Well, he isn't going to tell you.
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Well, you can get rid of the weak point after this.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Oh. And they went into the... So does that mean that Taka's is also broken? Because they went into the sauna. They went into the sauna and tried to stay in there for as long as possible. Maybe that's why they became good friends, because their e-handbooks broke, and they were like, we can't tell anybody, we need to keep this a secret, blah blah blah.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't
Wait. Okay, yeah, I thought you
get
said something
burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Yeah, is that actually true? Is that an actual fact? Because that's actually kind of interesting. That's kind of good to know.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Taka and or Mondo.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
All your clothes on, they say. Keep all... Oh, wait, no! Taka took his clothes off for the sauna, so that means that it had to be Mondo. Because Mondo actually left all of his clothes on to prove how manly he was.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
It had to be someone who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was. I'm sorry, Kyutaka. But your bro's gotta go.
Here's my answer! Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
I wonder, earlier when it was asking me to choose a victim, or a culprit rather, I wonder if I would have chosen Mondo if it would have just, like, spun out from there, if it wouldn't have just denied me.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Why did the sauna scene prove that Taka isn't straight? Taka didn't do anything sexual in the sauna scene.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
I love how long Mondo's hair is. I'm going to miss that.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And that is Chihiro's e-handbook card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, If Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
That it is.
then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Yes, I know.
Let's test if what he said
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if
What
Mondo's
is it?
handbook is actually
Shihiro's.
broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It
No,
doesn't.
that's wrong.
Your goddamn handbook is broken as shit. And
Mondo,
you are guilty
the
of
handbook
murder.
you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
Yeah, poor Taka, man. This is the one person that actually got along with them, and he's going to be executed just like, what, 3 days since he actually made his first real friend here?
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
It doesn't say anything about stealing handbooks, I fucking guess.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Oh, is it going back to if it's dead, then it's an object, not a student?
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
As it should be. It really should be.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong!
Sorry. I'm sorry. This game is really good at, we found the murderer, and now sadly we have to punish the murderer.
Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
No. Think with reason.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Alright, we're gonna
That
piece
way,
it together now?
everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
But then why'd they make it look like a Genocide Jack scene? Okay. I'm getting the stuff. Okay. No. Am I missing something on this side? Aha. Yes, she saw that. She shoved it in the bag and then walked off. Oh, we got 20 minutes. We got plenty of time. Okay. She ran off to exercise. She went in there, but she went into the boys' room because she was actually a cross-dresser. I'm not going to stop calling her a she because that's why I've called her this entire time. She opened the door to see... Or maybe... Maybe? I'm thinking. Maybe it's the scanning in. This one's a confusing case, alright? Walks in, sees Mondo, puts her stuff away in a locker. When she puts her stuff away in a locker, however... her card dropped out? No, that's a different floor than that's here. What the hell? I'm kind of getting stuck here. No, it's not that I think murderers shouldn't be punished. It's just that they don't want to murder. They're being kidnapped and told murder each other. Girl. That. I don't see anything to go there, so I'll come back to that. He hit her. Well, I guess he was working out. He hit her in the head with that. Yes, with that. He drops it, realizes what he did, sees the dead body, rolls up the rug. What does he do after he rolls up the rug? Takes out his E and butt. No. Come on. Guys, give me some assistance here. So then... I'm so lost. This works so hard for me for some reason. Like, this part's really cool and unique, but also, for some reason, it's so hard for me to get. Or... was it... I'm confused. I'm big confused. He rolled up the rug, and then there's no other stuff here about him hiding evidence. Oh! That should be going there. Yes, and then taking down the poster. He took down the poster. And he opened up the door. He got into the girls' room. Left her there. He came in. But if he framed it on her, then that would just make him die too, would it not? Wait, I never had one. I'm trying here. We're talking about Batman in the comments. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to poor Chihiro. She, he, they, them did not deserve to die. That fell on the floor. After she was hanging there, he roped... Wait, no. This is the bloodlust. And then...
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl... Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
See, I don't know if it even lets you do this if you have placed things in the wrong places, but I'm so afraid it's gonna get to one of those circles and be like, no!
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster...
Yeah. No, I didn't lay out the reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events in the case. Fuck. Okay. But I was... Alright. So that can happen. Now I know. So it wasn't that he immediately left. What did I do wrong? I'm so afraid. Alright, so it's not bad. So it could only be... Unless I have to rearrange it. Because now I know that these can be wrong. That had to be him. That also had to be him. Holding the key card might not be there, but it might be. No, because this holds it up there. Okay, so that's not it. And it's not putting the poster back up, because that he doesn't get to the girl's room until here, so... It's either the dumbbell or the pool. Could it be the dumbbell? And I'll put the card back over here real quick.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Dang it! Alright, so that... Hiding the evidence, it says. Nothing else over here has anything to do with hiding evidence. I'm so lost, guys. One of you has to give me some kind of hint here, because I don't want to run out of time. I've been doing this for 10 minutes. Come on, we have to finish this. It can't be walking to the pool. Could it be walking to the pool over here? Because that's somebody walking by the pool, and we never even had any walking by pool segments. This all happened within the 2 locker rooms. Do I move this over here? And then... You think it's putting the poster back up? But it's... I'm gonna go with it. Alright. I'm gonna test your theory, Saibichi. You've never steered me wrong before.
Which is that...
You were false. You got me in trouble. I'm running low on time, guys. One of you has to help. It's not that, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that. Alright. Let me see. It could be that. right? And then this scene could be him hanging the poster back up.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's exactly what happened.
Then,
yeah!
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Yeah.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
But if we thought it was her and did it to her, then we all would have died, wouldn't we? So then why'd he do that?
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
I like butter with toast because it's so much better with butter. Okay, but it's the last two. I'm getting low on health here, so if we have any ideas of the 5 people watching...
Here's exactly what happened.
We're running low on health. Can I save? I don't think I can save. Oh! Oh, no, I can't. It's not that. It has to be one of these. Wait, is that even a card? That doesn't even look like an E-card. So...
The killer is... you!
Dang it! Oh, I can't. Okay, I need to look it up. I need to look it up because I'm not going to do the entire trial again. It's late. It is 11 o'clock at night. I have school in the morning. Time to look up Danganronpa. What is this even called? Second trial. Truth panels. Oh no, that's Danganronpa 2. Alright, we're gonna use a different YouTuber. YouTubeception. We are looking at Hickey. 6.9 thousand subscribers. That's over 6,000 more than I do. And fast forward here. Okay. All right. So Okay, it's the pool, and then it's dropping the card. Okay, we got it. But why the pool? Oh, so that he could put it in the song.
Here's exactly what happened. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade,
okay,
the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Did it do that last time?
Mondo Arata?
That was close.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
I can pin all of it on him. I just realized he's standing between two dead people. He's just so... He's always alone, and now the only person that liked him is about to die. Evidence that Mondo was a killer that already revealed itself earlier on in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. I don't want to die! Can I save? Can I please save? No. Let's talk about a little bit about fever time and nega time. During bullet time, each battle, if you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the button at random, you won't miss. So you can push X triangle, however you want, to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. I don't remember how to do this part regardless. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if you got access to the special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during bullet time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit buttons in rhythm. Okay. Unsurprisingly, if your difficulty is set to gentle, whatever. Okay, I have to really focus here.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False!
I remember now.
Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it!
Wow, did I do really good, or was that just pure luck? I don't know. I don't know, I'm tired.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Why? Why did you do it, Mondo? I got an F on the last one. A B? That's pretty kind of you. 78, yeah, that's less than I got last time.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait, hold on!
I can do that!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! you elect as the Blackened this time around?
Sorry.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
But will you tell us at least why he did it? Why did he kill her? Him, her.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
And also, why was he meeting her there? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's Mondo. Not the face I was expecting to scratch off of the poster tonight.
What?
Oh! What was that voice? Oh! I can go really high pitched right now, I guess.
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka, chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone. Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the O button to fast forward the text. No, I want to hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy.
I want Makoto to be like, what's he talking about with the O button?
And his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile from petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak.
Chihiro.
Once the killing game had begun, here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then, the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing and embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured out being thrust into a dilemma must have set him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am.
Strong enough that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought in front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, the day he made the commitment to begin exercising, he was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would take the first and only chance he would get at it. Don't talk about my voice cracks, it's late.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that out, and then if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep it a secret.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked...
It says that Chihiro is saying that. Is that a glitch? Or is that just their own mistake? It says Chihiro saying, so he went and asked Mondo to help him become stronger. I take it that was supposed to be Monokuma.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't it covered up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made with Chihiro. Mad typo? I thought so.
But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
he moved it into the girls' room, dumbass.
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise. He'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why? Why would he do that? The more I hear you guys talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're all on the subject, why don't I tell you? That's embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anybody to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Whoa, Mondo! Mondo, no! Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya and that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Can't even speak tonight. Mondo's brother was his own family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did.
What am I getting a text about? Okay. It's getting late. I need to end it soon, but I just want to see what happens to Mondo, and I'm ending it after that.
He wanted to measure up to his older brother, blah blah blah. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang. And his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? And all that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers of other members of the team gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Gaia. Not Gaia. What is Gaia from? That was like a boss monster in a game, I think. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
With me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his
brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault. But Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. What is that? What was that notification? Okay, I got no notification there. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. And that became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong. And yet...
As soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough we pretended to be, He was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma, that's me, announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why... Mondo... After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with crazy fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, was way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? 'Cause I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife on my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us?
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had. I was so jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everyone?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just
No,
wanted
I just
to...
really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey. I killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
I killed Chihiro.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side to everyone. Okay, alright. It's getting late.
Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For what? He killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from outside world. He doesn't know the true strength is. Don't you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard. You just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say again. I dare you.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Thank God. I don't hate this game, by the way. It's late. I want to go to bed. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean the execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The black and the disturbed of peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate Biker King leader!
No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Here we go.
Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment!
Oh boy. Are you just going to spin him around until he dies? He's got a wig. Oh boy. Ooh boy. I think I get what's happening.
The Cage of Death.
Oh boy. Monokuma, stop having fun. They're really just spinning him around until he dies faster and faster. What just happened? Oh my god.
They're perfect for your pancakes.
Oh my god. You turned him into a paste? That's how fast you went? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. Okay. That's why you were asking me if I liked butter on my toast. That's awful. I'm sure that's her texting me that it's time to get off. No, what am I getting notifications from? Damn. Alright. Well, that's going to end it for this episode because I am very, very, very tired. It was very late. This went longer than I expected. But, thank you all so much for watching. I love that I hit my peak in viewers today. That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys coming and actually staying. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm just a stupid kid playing a visual novel, but I really, really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button because that's what people do when they like each other. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!